if you're not aware already, and probably by the title already, we are going to look at the Nintendo Switch 2. And the Nintendo Switch 2 was finally announced officially. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer real quick is that I already watched this, okay? I was too excited to see it, and I had to see it for the first time. But I still wanted to, like, react to it just so I can see what other stuff in there that I wanted to point out. Because, again, I want to talk about some of the leaks and rumors around it, but again, I don't want to get in trouble, so hopefully I don't. So yeah, there's not really much to say, just besides to say that and get into it. Because the trailer's only 2 minutes, and we're going to break down a lot of different pieces, so yeah. Let's just get to it. Like, from the leaks and rumors I've always been hearing, they said something very accurate to this, which makes a lot of sense. This, I don't know what that's going to be for. I don't know about that kickstand, though, honestly, when I've been looking at it. I just know the Switch has always been flimsy. I do not like that. But I won't lie, the trailer did catch me off guard, because when the leaks and rumors came around, they talked about the new feature was these two things that really caught my eye. Which is, the new Joy-Cons have two things, which is, it's now magnetic, so it doesn't, like, slide on originally. Now it just clicks on, like a magnet. But it's right around this point, I think? I'm not fully, yeah, right here. So, apparently, why they're showing this is because the Switch will have a mouse feature, which is insane to hear. Considering you already have the joystick, now you have the motion control, which you can do. Now you have a mouse feature. So yeah, that's really all it shows, but that really catches me off. Like, it really does. Why a mouse feature? The only other thing is to point out is the Mario Kart gameplay. That seems like a new Mario Kart game, which a lot of people think is Mario Kart 9 by now. Which I'll break that down in a little bit, but like, it's like this as well. I don't know about the controller. Like, I know it's magnets, but imagine when it stopped working. So yeah, it's just that I need to go back on that. Hold up. It's this point right here what really catches my guard off, because from the leaks and rumors, they mentioned a mouse feature to it, which is very odd. Like, why a mouse feature? Of all features, they're adding, like, a mouse feature, which, again, like I said, like, they already have the joystick area we can do. And again, to me, the Joy-Cons are always flimsy, because every time I squeeze too hard, all of a sudden the controller breaks. I hear these ones are more durable, but again, I don't know in comparison until we actually get it. Although there is ones being, like, tested at some point you can actually go to, like, some event. But yeah, like, the thing is, though, is just, like, it's, I don't know, like, you already have the motion control, you have the joystick, now you're getting a mouse feature for it, where now it'll just work like an actual mouse. And I'm very curious, like, what that will do. Like, does that mean, like, games that are backwards compatible, will they just get, like, mouse features? And that really concerns me in some areas, because, like, Splatoon. But it also could be, like, innovative, you know, like, they can, like, say the new Mario Kart we just saw, it could be, like, where, even though it looks like a mouse, what if, like, you kind of, like, just, like, start from there, and you can just like, kind of like that, you know? Kind of like pull it forward, like a stick drift. That would actually be really cool and innovative that they do that to Mario Kart, because they can just, like, take one out, put one to each player, then you can just, like, do it as a stick drift and just, you know, just going down. But yeah, that's really the only, like, newer things, as I know, that's really different for the Switch. It's just the magnetic, like, clip-ons instead of, like, sliding onto the Switch. Then you have the mouse feature, which is something that really throws me off out of all features. Now, from the leaks and rumors, though, as far as I understand, that the Switch right here, like, it's supposedly on par with the PS4 Pro. It's more stronger than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which, again, those things are really old by this time. But still, it is a long way for the Switch to get to that speed, because I think in comparison on the chart, like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 is, like, over here. Then the Nintendo Wii U kind of, like, beat them a little bit right there. Then the, like, Xbox One and PS4, like, did a long shot, so it outpowered the Wii U. But, like, in between the Wii U and the Xbox Series, you know, like Xbox One and the PS4 at the time, like, the Nintendo Switch kind of landed in the middle, because it was more powerful than the Wii U, but it wasn't more powerful than that. And again, like, Nintendo doesn't care for, like, going for the top quality, like, power, kind of like next gen kind of console. They're just going for, like, affordability and, like, playability to people. And that's what the Switch does. And that's what they're making the second one now, where it can actually be more of a powerhouse, so it can actually handle games better. Because like from the Mario Kart trailer, which we'll get into a little bit, like I want to get into that right now. But no, like it's getting bigger because like if you actually notice that the games for the Switch that is coming from like the leaks and rumors, and even with the Mario Kart that has just been shown as a trailer, really indicates the Switch can handle a lot more like intensive games. Because like from the leaks and rumors I've been hearing, they're adding like games like Red Dead 2 to the Switch, which is a very odd game to pick for that. And I was like, okay, why would they put like an old game to put on here? And it's such a intensive game. But now when I actually read the specs, which I can't show unfortunately because I don't want to get in trouble, but like it's supposed to be on par with the PS4 Pro, which is able to run Red Dead. Like usually on the Xbox One or like the PS4, it runs like ass, if you know. But it can be played at a lower quality, and that's okay with me. And that's what I think what the Nintendo Switch is gonna do. But still, I know there's like the Steam Deck and all that, and the other ones that are out there. But like the Switch is like one of the other popular ones that just Nintendo's doing. Now getting to the Mario Kart trailer, one of the many things I already pointed out is like people like dig through this really quick. So like on screen right now, as you can see, one of the biggest pointers from the beginning of the trailer though is what people are pointing on the track, which as we can see like right here, like we can actually count up to 6 like per lane, which is up to 24 lane, like 24 like kart slots. Which really means because like they don't just randomly do this just for the map. They just don't. Because if you actually notice, like from every Mario Kart map, they have the same amount of lanes, which was like 4 and 4 and 4, which is up to 12 players. But now this one's up like to 6 times 4, which is like 24. That is like doubling the amount of players you can play on Mario Kart. And it's not like it's the first time, because like on Mario Jamboree, they actually have a 24-player game mode. And I'm assuming that's like a testing phase for it, so they can know if Mario Kart will work. That's my guess, at least. Now, the other thing that people point out is obviously it's like it's going to be a different map because it named Mario Bros. Circuit, but also one of the other things that I've been seeing like someone else point out is the karts. The karts are a lot different because we can see like Yoshi on a scooter and Daisy having these propellers on the back and Rosalina riding a snowmobile on a road track. It's a road track. What are you doing? And I know that seems odd to be like picking for that because like there is no vehicles that are like that ever. I mean, there sure is like goofy ones, like one that's being a bike as a jet, but like having all these other things that were like literally is just treads and a thing is completely different. The only other thing people point out is like the characters do look a lot different, which I'll show in a little bit. Perfect example is right here. When we look at Mario and the other characters, they look a lot more cartoony, as some people say. And the other thing is like some people point out is like way back here looks like the road track that you come back from, and this is just getting to the here, which by the way looks really far because where they were just driving, that was like barely a short pass, so we don't know how fast this map is going because again we don't know if it's going to be like how many. I'm assuming it's going to be 4 like cc, you know, like there's a 50cc, then there's 100, 150, then 200. I'm just saying like this map looks way more bigger than the other maps that Mario Kart usually has, so it's really big. Because not only have this part, you have like this part right here, what some people pointed out. It was like, this road goes on and on and on. Like, holy. Like, you don't even see any turns. It looks like it just keeps going, which I don't know if they're just doing this for a trailer just to tease things, or this is actual road where it is. And the thing is, though, like, there's no way to go, like, you can just keep going in the desert. There's no barriers except for this railing right here. Now, the other thing is that people are pointing out is like this right here looks like a block or a new item block, maybe new items or something. Don't know. Again, that's all they showed before they just cut to like Mario Wonderland, unfortunately. But this is literally just the last frame I can get to. It's like this, how far the road goes, because we don't even know if it turns left or right. And the thing is, it does not look like that. It could turn left, because if we're going to circle, I'm assuming that. But like very vaguely, if you kind of make it out, the road is kind of like going all the way down here and around. So it could just be a roundabout, but I don't know. But that's still massive because like look at them on the bottom here, how tiny they are, and they had to go all the way around. And again, we didn't have like a new Mario Kart since 11, 12 years now, which is insane to think. And I'm curious how they're going to change it up for this one because like ever since like 7 to 8, it's always been like very similar stuff, with 8 being upgraded to Deluxe, which had more items. And obviously with the DLCs and all that, but still. But like those things that people point out, I'm kind of wondering if like carts will get like new customization, because I don't know if they're gonna like bringing back the same one to keep it as the same, or if they're gonna be like upgrading where like all the carts now can be like customized more, even more, where now you can like add different attachments, choose different kinds. Like Rosalina's is more for like, let's say, off road for sand and snow, while Daisy's could be like for more for like underwater and air, like flying through the air and going underwater more faster. Because like some people pointed out, which I'll go back to, is so like right here is what people point out. Like everyone goes in the boost, but yet Mario is the one who has this particle effects around them, which is intriguing because it's like, why does he get it? Is there like a certain button you can press to do that, or mechanic maybe? I don't know. Like my theory is like, again, like some carts might be more beneficial on certain roads or made more efficiently for certain scenarios. That's my guess, but again, I could be just dead wrong. But yeah, that's really all there is, and that's the only things I can really point out is just like the carts maybe have more customization, which I would really hope so, because like I like to see that. But also, it really intrigues me because when people point out like 24 players, there has to be like a huge roster of characters to play between. Because you're basically like filling up the whole roster with all the same characters. It's like whoever picks that one gets it, or like, pick a different variant at least. Or they might just be the same person, because that can happen too. I don't know, it's really intriguing to me because I wonder how this will play out. Now, getting back to the thing that still throws me off is just the mouse feature. Like, it's the only thing that really throws me off the most. Because it's so weirdly specific to add a mouse feature to the game when you already have, like, stick control and motion control. So why would they need a mouse feature? Like I said, they can be innovative about it. Like, obviously, like I said, you can do, like, a stick drift where you kind of, like, start off and go, then, like, do that, That'd be cool as an innovative feature for Mario Kart to do, but I don't know. But for like other games, like I said, the only concern I have is like for maybe some other games might get like upgrades to it. Like Splatoon can now play like mouse and keyboard, because you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard to a Switch. Although they don't play in the game, it's just that now with this, I don't know if it's gonna be like a backwards compatibility now where you can do that, where it allows mouse and keyboard, which would really be questioning. Or if like even like future other games, like it could just like allow it to happen. And even though the keyboard won't be useful, maybe like for in-game texting, like Red Dead, since you can do like text chat, you can just hook up a Bluetooth keyboard and just put it there and type and just go back to mouse and keyboard. Or even like the other controller. I don't know. It really intrigues me about the mouse feature because I don't know what else they can use it for. It really throws me off. That's really about it for this reaction. Like, I know I rewatched it, and I'm just breaking it down and talking a lot, but, that's probably why you're here for. And again, unfortunately, though, we had to wait until, like, all the way in April 2nd. Luckily, they didn't do it on the 1st, because otherwise this Switch is a joke, which... Yeah, I'm just excited to see is more. I think the only reason I've been hearing why they only, like, did an early look for it is because like other games out there can do their trailers next, because they're going to be bringing it to the Switch, because there's a lot of games I'm looking forward to is like Pokemon ZA is going to be coming out. Then obviously now like Mario Kart is going to be a thing, so I'm looking forward to that too. But anything else, I don't know yet. That's the only two games I'm really looking forward to on the Switch lately, because I don't know what else. I don't know, that's all I gotta say for this reaction video. I don't know what else to say to talk about. That's all there is, and I'm excited to get it when it comes out. I'm definitely gonna get it. I just don't know what the mouse feature will do. That's just what stumps me. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, helps me out a lot. Check out my other channels, the gaming channel and the main channel, if you want to go watch other content out there. You might like it. And see y'all next time.